Howdy. How is everyone? Good morning. And if it's not morning for you, I hope whatever time of day it is, you're having a good one. My name is Solomon Savage. Excuse me. I am a sci-fi Western VTuber. An independent. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. You got any more questions? Feel free to ask. Give me a second. Some minor calibration to do. Ah, that's much better. Thank you. All right. Welcome everybody to the stream. Let's go ahead and get on over to the main event. Okay. So, I lied a little bit. Yes, I have been steeping my tea for this entire time. Well, not this entire time, but I have been making it and steeping it. And to extract it from the cup while I explain the rest. I decided to make myself a couple of chicken salad sandwiches while I was waiting for the tea to warm up. For the water for the tea, anyway. I decided that would be a better solution to any hunger problems that may arise during the stream, rather than relying on fatty snacks. However, you know, sandwiches include bread, so I guess there's just no winning for me. Anyway. I hope all of you are going to be having a chill time tonight. We're going to be finishing up some story missions, some side quests, some character missions. And some overworld puzzle solving. Let me move the mic a little bit here. If you hear a little bit of noise, then that's what it is. Oh, I almost forgot to take my medication. Give me just a second. Alright, that's taken care of. Ooh. That tea is still nuclear hot. I swallowed a little bit more than I intended to. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, as you can see, this is my first time logging in today. I did some farming for the week for more feathers from Dreamless here. Doing it from my girl.
Understood. I am here.
Camellia.
Would you like a fun game between the two of us?
You're sweet, but no. She is definitely a yandere. Through and through. I loved her story mission. I wish I could have showed it to you. Yeah. And as it turns out, I'm going to have a little bit of trouble showing you the beginning, or at least, yeah, the very beginning of, you know, I have terrible time remembering names. Give me a second. Carlotta. I know it started with a C. I didn't want to... Yeah. Okay. As you can see, we've built up a little bit of a reserve here. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of other currency to go along with our asteroids, so we are going to have to do this manually. Yes, sometimes I do pay for pulls on my gacha accounts. This is one of two. The other one, of course, being HSR, which just had a major update. Now, the question is whether when I get done tonight, that our next stream is going to be about HSR. I'm of two minds about that. First off, I want people to be able to enjoy the game at their own pace. So, if you're watching me, it's probably because you've already played through the missions yourself. So, I want to give people at least a week, maybe a week and a half, before I go in myself and start spoiling things for people who haven't done the game missions yet. The other part of that is I still have to catch up to the latest patch, so I still got a lot of stuff in Penacony still to do, having to do with the final piece of that particular storyline involving Sunday and his escape from confinement. I pretty much know already how it ends. I've had it spoiled for me, so I don't want to return the favor for other people who haven't seen it yet. So if you haven't done that, then make sure you get it done as soon as you can, as soon as it's possibly feasible for you. I know everybody's schedules are different, so that is something to look forward to there in about another week or so. Given that it is... Since we've started Carlotta's story mission, I'm going to go ahead and do that as the main focus for tonight's particular activities. Yum. Yeah, it looks fucking badass, doesn't it? Real badass. Love it. But I shouldn't be messing around up here in the Barrens with you guys. I should be heading over to the new areas.
The wind rises.
All right. All right. Is there anything I haven't unlocked up here? I still haven't unlocked that thing. That perspective bender. You know, let's track it. And let's also proceed. Just a little curious. Okay, so... Okay, we got the impermanent Saren over there. You got something way the hell down there. Oh yeah, I'm waiting on something. There's some particular thing that I still need to do that I have not done.
Understood.
Air convection can be felt here, and there should be another cave inside, but this road is not available now. If there is a chance, we will come back to see it afterward. I'm sure this is tied to some story mission I haven't done yet, or a character mission, something like that. It'd be interesting to see, just if I can figure it out. But we've got a whole bunch of stuff to keep us going. Oh yeah, I still haven't finished Encore's stuff yet either. But on a rainy night, a family. is what we're doing today. Alright, so to the Montelli Quarter we go. Yeah, this guy's cool. So, while I was doing my dailies, and while I was stuck trying to find different things from my Tales of the Isles stamp collection, I was wandering, doing isle wandering, and let's see now. Pretty sure it was this. Maybe it was the... Oh, yeah. Adventures in the Water City. Yeah, I was trying to... finding one of these. Maybe it's a giant turtle... Yes, that's it. The Fool's Elysium. So, I was trying to search around the city for different things to pick up. So, I found these just wandering around. Senior Octopus, of course, was pretty easy to find. Oh, and by the way, there is a, there's a reward for going up to one of them and having them let out a horn blast during midnight. So, if you want some free, if you want some free asteroids, about 5 of them, I should say, then. Yeah, go ahead and, give him a love tap at midnight. So, we need to go upstairs a little bit.
The wind rises.
And much like this, while I was wandering around, I got sucked into
Seems
the
someone has acted faster.
initial part of Carlotta's storyline here.
They're my uncle's agents, Sage and Acorn.
Those are not real names, are they?
Yes, we address each other by code names, handy identifiers in a crowd. I'll keep you updated on the family members' code names we encounter, along with any other details you might need.
Pardon for the noise.
Seems like they are looking for something as well.
I wonder what it could be.
It's only natural my uncle wishes to retrieve the lost items. But my presence might raise a few eyebrows.
So, should we go with a little chat to see what they know, or find a way around them and continue the investigation?
Yes, you try and loosen their lips.
Okay.
If memory serves, they are senior members, having served under my uncle for years. Regulars at Margarita's. Talk business with merchants and wine with drinkers. Engage their interests, and their words will flow like a river. As for the rest...
I'll just improvise as needed. Alright. Let's see if my speech skill is any good. That was a joke, by the way. There is no speech skill. Acorn, Sage.
Hey, that's you they're calling.
No, that's both of us. But I don't recognize this person.
Neither do I. Listen up.
Okay, you got the names right. Must be family. Who are you?
I am Cat's Eye, new to the family.
Cat's Eye. Doesn't ring a bell. Probably one of those new recruits after the carnival.
So, what do you need? We are just about to wrap up and grab a bite at Margarita's. Still got a lot on our plate today.
Oh, margaritas. Nothing quite like it, huh? And a pizza? Oh, it's a favorite in my circle, too.
Always a solid choice when on the move. Perfect spot for a bit of catching up.
You know, the last time I was there, I heard talk about a thief stealing from the vault. Is that true?
Well, cat's out of the bag now. See that house right there? That's where the thief lived. We came to search for clues.
You discover the stolen goods?
No, not yet. We've looked everywhere, but found nothing.
To be honest, I doubt we'll ever find them. The thief has probably sold everything off by now. We are short on manpower. That's a needle in a haystack, if you ask me.
Boss doesn't seem too worried. Is there a plan B?
Well, our boss is the Padrino's son. He has his methods. Our job is to follow orders, not to ask questions. Just do what we're told and do it well.
That's right. If you spot anything unusual, keep an eye on it. Could be your big break. With a bit more time, I think you'll do just fine.
Yeah, it's time to meet up with Carlotta. You rendezvous with Carlotta after her investigation to share the information you gathered.
So, they found nothing, but assumed Uncle wasn't concerned. That makes no sense. Everything that happened recently ties back to the vault. If Uncle wished to protect his position, he'd be quick to retrieve the items and resolve the situation.
Yeah, things definitely don't add up.
Curiously, Bennett was last sighted in the vicinity of Liberty Square, where you met Uncle. Last night, I was investigating the area before I happened upon your private meeting.
And that explains why you were there.
But when I brought this up with him afterwards, he didn't seem privy to any details. As for my search of Bennett's home, nothing of note turned up, just as the two agents reported.
Okay, so a little bit of explanation, since I hadn't actually shown you guys the beginning of this storyline, and I don't know if there's a way for me to show you that, aside from, showing you a clip from YouTube. But anyway, what basically happened is that I received a note from the butler of the Montelli house, and they let us know that we were expected for a meeting at a specific rendezvous spot, which is what I happened to run into while I was looking for those particular items to photograph for for some extra asteroids. Like I said, I ran on it totally accidentally, so that's the reason why I started this quest in the first place. I would have started it on stream tonight had that not been the case, but the choice was completely taken out of my hands. Something I wish that could be avoided simply by not having the quest highlighted as something that you're researching at the time. If there is a way to do that, don't be a stranger and let me know, okay? In any case, while meeting up with her uncle, who is the actual heir of the Montelli family, not the current acting master of it, as I understand, but the heir apparent. He holds a lot of sway within the family, of course, given his position, and he wanted to inquire as to my relationship with Carlotta here. The basic gist of the conversation basically went that while it was good that we did things that reflected well in the family, that we need to be careful about all the things that we are engaging in, because there are wheels within wheels here in the city, and there are any number of persons or personages that would love to take advantage of any particular slip-ups. But there is also the insinuation there that him and Carlotta are not exactly seeing eye to eye on how the family should be operating its businesses and ventures. He sees her as a meddling interloper who is just as well poised to spoil his plans as to perhaps threaten his position as the family heir. I don't know if that's what he's worried about, or if he has some other game that he's playing. Him and Carlotta obviously don't get along. So, after a short meeting, we parted ways. Carlotta stayed behind to talk with her uncle and asked us to go back to the Montelli Quarter and go back to our little meeting spot to wait for her there. And while I was waiting for her there, I met a well-dressed elderly gentleman who was studying a painting on the walls of the alcove where people would sit and have lunch. It was, of course, in the middle of a roaring downpour. I mean, lots and lots of water. You can see that these art pieces over here on the right-hand side are just kind of sticking out in the environment. Well, yeah, they're out there, but they're also getting rained on, so I hope that they have a lot of waterproof paint on them, or they're sealed up, or they're sealed up in something, like resin or something. You know, that brings to mind, if you just seal a painting in resin, no, that would be a bad idea. Resin generates heat, and that could destroy the painting just as easy as anything else. If there was such a thing as a cold curing process for resin, I think that would be an ideal way of preserving art for the future. You still have to keep it in a dark place to keep the colors from fading, but it would also keep you from having to... It'd also keep anyone from touching up or cleaning, quote-unquote, the painting after a while to refresh the color palette. I remember there was a particular scandal in the last year or so where somebody tried to touch up a particular painting of Da Vinci's or something, and it turned out to be just plain awful because the person who was cleaning the painting absolutely had no talent at all. And they maybe ruined it forever. I'm not sure what its current status is, but it's a pretty big deal in the art community. Not surprising, as the rich use art as a means of hiding and moving their assets clandestinely without needing to post taxes on them. So if you're looking for, like, tax evasion purposes or whatnot, invest in art, I guess, is what they're trying to do and what they have done in the past. And really no one seems to have caught on to the fact, or whether they have or they haven't, it's still a legal gray area, so I guess there's really no enforcement. But anyway, I've digressed long enough. Let's get back to the story.
I found no spoils, not even the faintest trace of them being stored or moved. Everything about his living space fits the profile of a typical Junior Vault employee.
Probably because he was. He's probably just leveled as a scapegoat.
I also asked around about Bennett after our previous collaboration. He was ambitious, but never greedy. I was even told he refused a bribe offered by a business associate during an operation. The Montelli family is ever generous with wealth and opportunities, welcoming all who aspire to make their mark in Ragusa.
Oh,
Mere
look what we
profit
have.
would never make him betray us.
So we have an eavesdropper.
For now, more evidence is required. The entire matter might need to be approached from a different angle. Shh! Hold still. See that man over there, the one that looks like a grey dove?
Without making a movement, you follow Carlotta's line of sight. Not far away, a man, partially hidden, is frequently glancing in your direction. He seems to be observing you and Carlotta. Noticing your gaze, he immediately starts running.
After him, quick!
Well, chase is on, boys. Roscoe P. Coltrane in pursuit. Oh, he didn't get far, did he? Oh. Looks like you got lost, friend.
Now it's time for a proper chat.
Ah, these old creaky bones of mine. Did I offend you? Or are you just chasing down every passing soul? Never thought the Montellis would grow so aggressive.
No running, no chasing. who didn't have
he
to
had
run.
no choice but to run. To escape his past and sever any ties with the Montellys. Right, old Duncan?
I must admit, you have an annoyingly good memory. It's remarkable that someone of your rank would remember a man such as myself.
I will never forget that stormy night. Nor any of the members who were caught in it.
Sadly, I've no desire to be remembered. To me, Montelli is only a name of the past. There were moments of joy, but they cannot make up for my loss. Now, I only feel tired.
Hmm. If that's true, then why are you here? You say one thing, but do another.
Why go back to what you claim to have left in the past? Unless there's something you can't ignore.
You were standing across from Bennett's doorway, and your clothes are still damp from the rain. You weren't simply passing by, you were watching. What were you looking for? Or, should I ask, what did you hope to find?
I don't know. To grieve for my last friend in the family? To blame him for being so reckless and greedy? Or to figure out how this fool ended up in such a mess? Hoping to find the lost items and settle his debts, so he may rest in peace. I tried to persuade him to leave with me, but failed. In Raguna's game, the Montelli family has only two options. We either play to win, or are forced to leave with nothing. Every Montelli has a chance at their desires. But what's the price? They stake everything they hold dear. Family, love, faith, principles, and even their life. Now, his ambition and greed have cost him everything.
But we're not sure that he was ever greedy to begin with. I mean, you can decide when to leave the table.
Most people find acceptance easier than change, as change demands the bravery to face uncertainty. No great endeavor is without its perils.
Yeah, the same thing can be said of addiction. The pain of staying the same has to be greater than the pain of changing. The same thing with other habits as well. Addiction just being the most extreme form of habits.
So yes, if the Montellis are to drive the change and push past current barriers, the path ahead will be anything but easy. The family exists to withstand what an individual cannot, and accomplish what might otherwise be unattainable.
Runny nose.
But within the family, each Montelli still enjoys the freedom of choice. Your leaving is a testament to this, is it not? If you're willing, there is still much to be done for Bennett. His terminal, the alleged stolen goods, everything but his body remains missing. Given your familiarity, you might help us in locating these items.
Bennett's death may not be as simple as it looks.
In that case, you might want to speak to Scarlet Velvet.
Another code name.
The leader of a network of commoners seeking freedom in Raguna. They had close ties with Bennett. If he was really stealing, I'd wager they were complicit.
Another faction I'm not aware
That
of.
said, with their recent fallout with the family, I can't guarantee you'll find them, let alone talk to them.
We have little choice but to try. Now, let's go. We're off to the most reliable source of information in Raguna.
All right. Nice little cutscene. Some more information revealed. Happy days. Let me actually go ahead and get that thing off our map. Cancel tracking. Thank you. All right. Ah, there we go.
This is the place.
The best place for information is a pub. Hiding in public in plain sight? Yeah. Be easier than you can expect. I mean, Henry Cavill wandered around Times Square in a Superman shirt, and nobody recognized him. He wasn't wearing makeup or anything fancy, just a pair of glasses and maybe an overcoat. But he kept the shirt very prominent where people could see it. And his face was posted all over the billboards because that was like Batman v Superman or maybe Justice League was coming out. I can't remember which at the time, but yeah, hiding in plain sight is real easy.
She may not be here, but I have my ways of reaching her people. In Raguna's market, they say fortune seldom favors those who lack a taste for fine drinks. Among traders, there's a secret code in the way drinks are mixed. A base of bitter almond and mint, for instance, usually signals danger and death. But some have devised their own, more private codes.
So it's not just a drink, it's a conversation.
Yes. This area is essentially a neutral zone in the city. No affiliations, no restrictions. With the ongoing feud between Scarlet Velvet and the Montellis, finding her will be difficult. But I've heard they have eyes and ears here. So all that remains is to order the right drink, watch the crowd, and let their reactions lead us to Scarlet Velvet's contact.
Greetings. What will it be today?
A Scarlet Velvet ribbon, please.
Scarlet Velvet. An uncommon choice. Perhaps the one you seek is waiting just as patiently. May you both find what you've come for.
Okay. Get the shinies out of the way. This might be what we're looking for here. In Raguna, becoming a lover of spirits is far easier than steering clear of them. Every recipe holds a tale, and every tale is traded for a drink. You'll always find something that speaks to your soul, if you can decipher the codes of wine. What follows is an exclusive selection of wines from Montelli, drinks, and descriptions. When she steps into the garden, it's a breeze of joy stirs, carrying the warmth shared between us. That was a really oddly phrased sentence. Let me revel in the bloom of the flowers you nurtured. The gate of fantasy swings wide. Let me admire the weight of those lush, drooping buds. Soft murmurs and whispers intertwine, leaving your mind adrift. Indulgence, ecstasy. Isn't that what you've been yearning for? Love and elixir. Tell me, what truly separates a potion from love? Both weave illusions, mend shattered hearts, and leave their share of scars. Knight of Terror, if you weren't already deep in your cups, would you dare order this? What are you truly seeking? A savior, a saint, an angel, an angle, perhaps? Very well. You sent your cry for help. The Emperor's new clothes. The cleverest deal you've made. Though the glass looks completely empty, take it into your companion. Take it to your companion, the one who has everything. Share, and you'll both have a drink. TF10. True or false? 1 or 0. While sharing this drink, we pledge honesty. A moment when everything must be laid bare. You may have noticed that there are no prices on the menu. Nuh-uh. That's no oversight. Here, drinks are measured beyond mere coin. At the right moment, with the right person, come see me here. Remember, the bars in Raguna are forever open to whoever wants to order. So, so we have TF10. Basically, we say we're here to be honest. I'm not exactly sure what to think of this one. Emperor's new clothes. Perhaps share with me, is what you're trying to say. Night of Terror, basically asking for help. Love and Elixir. I really don't want to know what to make of this one. Or when she steps into the garden. Honestly. Okay, so we'll avoid those two. I think Emperor's New Clothes and TF10 are probably our best bets.
Kirsch, whiskey, and cherry tomatoes. Does it mean revenge? Blood orange gin. That drink you have there is quite rare. Would you mind telling me what it means? Wait. Maybe I'm not ready for this. Forget it. I don't want to know. Imperator above, I am but a humble man, obsessed with the secret code of drinks. I shan't risk my neck over this.
The grand schemes occupy your time.
I've been exploring how drinks might encode numerical values. Through alcohol content or vintage, perhaps. But lately, I'm starting to wonder if the drink itself even matters.
The key to any language lies in the shared rules and agreements between both parties. With that in mind, the same drink or even the same object can be given countless meanings. Much like how my people and I sometimes improvise codes with whatever's available.
For an instant, you feel the gaze from somewhere you got your drink, but it vanished just as soon as you take a look.
Sounds like you've been at this code research for quite some time. Mind if I ask you a question? Do you know when the bartender started his shift today?
Was Carlotta suspecting the bartender?
Let
Oh,
me
sweetheart.
see.
Hello.
I got here quite early, and he was here about the same time. Probably around 8 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
All right. Casually jotted down snack list. Feeling a bit tired of drinks, Raguna's bars also offer a selection of delightfully refreshful snacks to refresh your palate. Goodness, I'm going to learn to read tonight. Unlike those drinks full of codes, these are snacks. These snacks are simple and complementary with the drinks. Snacks and descriptions. Saint Domingo chocolate. Smooth and rich, this chocolate teases your taste buds with the bittersweet harmony of orange jam and wine, leaving a lingering aftertaste. Earl Grey cake. The black tea-infused base, combined with the refreshing scent of citrus, delivers a mellow flavor that lingers without a hint of bitterness. Wine-soaked cherry sabayon. Ripe crimson berries bathed in a creamy blend of eggs and sweet wine. Lightly caramelized for a smoky finish. The dance of warm and cold, sweet and fresh, tipsy and revitalizing, an unforgettable harmony of flavors. Thank you for your generous patronage. Harmony.
Oh, there you are. I noticed you as soon as you walked in. Don't get me wrong, I've only been here long enough to recognize that drink, but I'm not making any guarantees beyond that. That swagger and flair. You're with the Montelli family, am I right? I know I'm not the one you came for, but don't dash off just yet. You don't know what I have up my sleeve, you know? How about you let me prove how reliable I can be for your family? Go on, test me. I heard some rumors that the Montellis and the Order might have a closer relationship than they're letting on. But I wouldn't bet on it. When change is coming, you can always sense it in the air. It's hard to pin down at first, but when you do, it's often too late.
For an instant, you feel the gaze from where you got your drink, but it vanishes as soon as you turn to look.
Impressive. You've proved yourself capable. 3 days from now, at this hour, return here and order a golden ears mambo. Watch for someone wearing a green tourmaline.
Let's go ahead and talk with the joyous man and then talk with the bartender.
The wild desires, they swallow me like the roaring waves. Oh, how maddening is your tender love. I'd forsake it all, just to be forever lost in your embrace.
Hello.
But this amber drink, a deadly poison, or a healing tonic? No,
Excuse me.
leave me be. Don't bother me. The void, the endless void has consumed me. I want no part in anything. Who are you and who am I? Montelli, Phasalia, the Order, the Commoners. Without these names, what sets us apart? But reality is cruel, and we have no refuge.
He's brought out his inner bard. For a moment, you sense a pair of eyes from where you picked up your drink, and as soon as you turn to look, the feeling quickly fades.
Let's go. Clearly, he's not the one we're looking for.
Hello, Mr. Bartender.
Anything else I can get you? Or is there a problem with the drinks?
No, we're here for you.
As expected from a Scarlet Velvet informant, you are smart. In a place like this, a bartender is the perfect cover. The least noticed, but with the best view. You mix every drink and pass every code. You might not understand all of them, but nothing of importance ever escapes you. So this Scarlet Velvet ribbon is meant for you. Am I correct, sir?
Well, well. It finds its way back to me at last. A drink of trouble, I'd call it. Contact has been made, and by the rules, a conversation should follow. But Scarlet Velvet has decided there will be no further dealings with the Montellis. The partnership is broken, and whatever bond you had is all but gone. If you do meet up, Lady Carlotta, aren't you afraid things might turn ugly?
We're here to solve problems.
It's rumored that Scarlet Velvet's decision to end our partnership has something to do with a vault keeper named Bennett.
Surely you don't believe that nonsense.
Then what is the truth? Bennett was recently found dead in the wild. The dead are silent, but you are not. So let's talk.
Wait, Bennett is dead?
It seems that the news hasn't reached you yet.
That complicates things, I'm afraid. I'm not sure if trusting Montelli is a wise choice, but in memory of Bennett, if you truly are as noble as he believed, go to Whisperwind Haven after dusk. I will inform Scarlet Velvet.
All right. So, if I'm not mistaken, that's that settlement down here that, yep, very good. Let's go ahead and fast travel down here. It's just as fast and as easy. Oh, hello, Claudia. We'll be dealing with you later. Why does the birds scatter when I cannot see them?
Terminals are divine artifacts from the Sentinel, brought to Rinasita by the first Primus. What you possessed were nothing but privately made replicas, existing solely by the grace of the Primus. How dare you defy our cleansing of such blasphemy?
We never stopped asking the Order for permission to wear the terminals, but every single request is denied. You won't even tell us why. You've controlled the terminal supply, and the family stopped trading with us. These are all we have left. Why should we hand them over?
I can sense your fervent desire for the artifacts and the blessings from the Sentinel. But whether you are worthy of the terminals is for the Order to decide. If you willingly part with your wealth in devotion to the Order's divine cause, the door to forgiveness might still be open.
Oh, so open your coffers, pour them into ours, and maybe we might grant you forgiveness.
But should you persist in your defiance, we'll have to escort you to the penitentiary for judgment.
And the people here are quarreling.
The Order and the commoners. It must be Scarlet Velvet causing the stir. The Order's arrogance is known, but such blatant actions. Is it because we're far from the heart of the city? Let's first address their troubles, and then we'll have a proper talk.
All right, let's begin.
Running won't save you.
Very cool.
The Montelli's second daughter, and this year's laureate. I suggest you tread carefully and avoid crossing the Order and the Sentinel. Especially not for the sake of mere commoners.
My dude, I'm a frickin' laureate. I know your Sentinel better than you do.
Must I remind you again? Trading reserved terminals is a breach of the discipline.
I didn't see anyone trading terminals here. All I see is you taking what's rightfully theirs.
We paid good money for these. If you're taking them, you owe us a refund.
Yet the very traders who took your money have seen the error of their ways and reported your dealings. They have sworn to repent for their illicit production and cease all trade with you.
So he is talking about the Montellis.
How sad, Miss Carlotta. Such loyalty to your family, only to be left in the dark. No one bothered to inform you, did they?
Oh, please. My ties with the family are not so fragile as to be shaken by mere words. The fact that we're having this conversation at all means that you cannot ignore my status. Wouldn't you agree? The Sentinel and the Primus have declared free trade as our undeniable right. Scarlet Velvet is always entitled to trade as they please, regardless of their previous partnerships. You preach the doctrine, yet fail to adhere to it yourself. If I were you, I'd be on my way to the penitentiary. Willful transgression is the worst blasphemy one can imagine.
Mark my words. The day Montelli is brought to its knees by the Order and Phasalia will be the day you beg for the Sentinel's mercy. When that day comes, all shall be under the Order's control, and it will not be long in coming.
Wow. This boy is just coming out right and saying it. The Acolyte departs with his entourage. Scarlet Violet signals the others to leave and assesses the damage.
Ernesto, the bartender, said you needed to see me. You may have just offended us, but you heard it. Your family has left us in a mess. Frankly, I don't see the point in having this conversation. But since Ernesto said it's about Bennett, I'll give you a minute, for his sake. Speak quickly. Regardless of the bigger picture, your side ended the deal. We were informed at short notice to stop all trade. And it's not just the terminals. No more jewelry, perfumes, and all that nonsense. You saw what happened today. And not to mention, I haven't seen him on telly for nearly 2 weeks. Where were you when we were fighting against the Order and the Phasalias?
Montelli's been dealing with his own troubles lately.
There was a slight issue of a traitor in the vault, so our hands were tied.
You sure don't beat around the bush.
A direct approach works best at times. Actually, what that acolyte claimed is news to me. Surrendering control and ceasing trade are not in the Montelli's vocabulary.
I would say not for a trading house.
The Montelli creed has always been family first and a pioneering spirit second.
With your grandfather, maybe. But he won't be around forever. When Capello takes the helm, you won't have a say. The real question is whether we can get our trade back on track. Can your family still be trusted? What I need is a solid promise from someone in charge. Can you do that? One thing's for sure. I don't want to see the family who first broke the monopoly to trade with us commoners end up defending it.
I'll speak with my uncle and grandfather to see what happened with our cooperation.
You know what? This is supposed to be your family's business. Why am I saying this to you? Excuse my earlier words. So, Ernesto told me Bennett's gone. What happened? He seemed fine the last time we met.
Someone say he got what he deserved from stealing from the vault. And then there are rumors that you helped him fence the stolen items. Of course, we think there's more to the story.
Good judgment there. The rumors are nonsense. Fencing stolen goods? Please. Bennett used to handle our shipments for the vault, but everything was above board. Nothing shady, okay? He knew his stuff. Never took advantage of us, never budged on prices either. For him, it was always business first, friendship second. When he was running late, he'd stay up at that hill sometimes. We even set up a shelter there after it happened a few times. That's all. Come to think of it, he did stay there for a while the last time we saw him. Asked us to stash something too. What was it he said? I hope we don't need to use it.
So he left something behind on purpose.
Seems Bennett may have anticipated the trouble ahead. I wonder if you might show us to the shelter. We'd be most grateful.
There's an entrance along the coast. Go straight down the road and you'll see it. What's your business there anyway?
to test our hypothesis and see if there's anything of importance hidden. Alright, I'm going to pause here for a moment. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. All right. Well then, shall we? All right.
Watch out.
Get your ass wet. All right. Grab some flowers. And some more doggos. All right.
Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers!
All right, puppers. Wow, this is quite a magnificent cave. What do we got here?
You can tell someone was here. Look at the mess. Perhaps Bennett deliberately arranged it this way as a cover. We'll each use our senses to search. Then let's gather and analyze the clues we find.
Sounds simple enough. Alright, sensor time. You spot a small, delicate rotor device, but you have no idea how to open it. You decide to take out the device and inspect it later with Carlotta. You notice a slightly faded oil painting. The woman in it wears a serene and enigmatic smile. The Mona Lisa. As you look closer, you see the pencil marks of the letters ML and CL in the woman's eyes. One more clue. You come across the tattered book. As you flip through it, nothing seems out of place. This maybe is what Bennett left. You decide to take the book and inspect it later with Carlotta. Okay, looks like we have found all three of the clues. Just a moment. Very good. You share the clues and items you found with Carlotta.
Something is strange here.
You don't say.
These items aren't exactly rare, but they're not everyday objects either. They seem out of place here. Looks like Bennett left them deliberately.
Indeed. But what I find strange is these items. Don't they seem familiar? Do you recall those 3 lines from the anthology? The ones Bennett sent to me in the photo?
There seems to be a connection here.
Thy eyes guide my course in the tempest. The woman in the painting here seems to stand in the gloomy rain, but her eyes remain bright.
This refers to the letters ML and CL in the eyes.
Like the secret code in drinks, what matters is never the object themselves, but the shared rules and agreements between both parties. Now the book. It appears to be about winter, which is likely related to the second line, 40 winters.
We'll try page 40. You flip the book to page 40, and there are written in large numbers are the 1, 9, and 0.
The last one is a rotor device. The planet
Revolves twice and a half. You and Carlotta rotate the device 2.5 times to the right. With a click, a slip of paper pops out showing the numbers 4, 6, and 8.
MLCL 190468. That format. It's a vault storage code. Of course it is. Bennett was a vault keeper. But what was he trying to convey in such a cryptic manner?
What was stolen?
4
Where he's
letters.
hidden it.
The highest clearance level in the vault. Could it be? Hold on.
Carlotta? Yeah. You asked me to keep an eye out for Bennett's terminal.
Amazing. Where did you find
When
it?
I found it, that's for me to know and you to wonder. But it was not in good shape after what it went through. You know, if you can use it at all, the data and the records inside might need to be recovered.
Understood. I'll have someone pick it up for restoration.
Wait, what now? What, you're not even gonna check?
And why are you stuttering? Isn't there a good thing that we found the terminal?
Oh, no, it's nothing really. Just worried it might be too tricky to repair.
All right. We'll inform you when there's more to share.
What now? Shall we go get that terminal? Or see what the item code represents?
We're returning to the Montelli quarter first. The terminal will be fixed there. As for the codes, we'll figure it out once we arrive. You might not know this, but Bennett was never granted the highest clearance in the vault.
Isn't that a good sign? It means Bennett might not be guilty after all, just as you suspected.
But it's replaced by another suspicion. One I am reluctant to entertain, but I'm forced to consider. Only grandfather, uncle, and I have the highest clearance.
Aha.
Liberty Square, our proximity, the Vault's security clearance, a traitor among the top brass, the indifference towards the stolen goods, and the authority to end dealings with Scarlet Velvet. There's someone all evidence points to. Were I to entertain it, it all starts to make sense. Uncle. But if it was truly him, the heir to our family, who betrayed us, wouldn't that be utterly absurd?
Not for the right incentive.
Now all that remains is to see what the code reveals. It might clear our doubts, or confirm it.
There's only one way to find out.
I'll be with you no matter what. So, let's see where this leads.
All right, return to the Montelli Quarter. I don't know that this is going to be coming to a head anytime soon, but I'm along for the ride. Okay, I've already found all the treasures in here, so that's good. I thought this place looked familiar. Anyway, let's go ahead and fast travel to here. We should be able to get where we want to be in a moment's notice. It's just on the other side of that wall. Yeah, that was smooth. Well done. Alright.
My people just reported some initial progress on the terminal repair. Let's go. Our meetup spot is right ahead.
Lady Carlotta, we received a terminal addressed to you, signed DC.
Oh, it's from Duncan.
The initial restoration is almost complete, but some data is overwritten or isolated due to the extensive damage. We were only able to recover certain sections. Our evaluation suggests that a full restoration might not be worth it. But if you insist, Mr. Pierre at headquarters is an expert in this field.
Good. Make sure to contact him. Now please project the restored sections.
Absolutely. One moment.
Bella's agent takes out the damaged terminal and projects it to restored data before she leaves. You and Carlotta review the projected data. You notice a pattern of movements between Margarita's, Bennett's home, and the vault with only 2 deviations. Liberty Square and a dock. Liberty Square? I was not there. I was there not long ago.
Yes, that's where I was investigating that night. Seems like the intel was right. Bennett did go there. And the other location, I think it's my uncle's private dock. Primarily used for storage, not shipments.
Capello again. That does sound fishy.
Reviewing the records hardly proves the connection between these locations. If time permits, we should take the terminal to Mr. Pierre. He's an old friend of Grandfather's and is an expert in this field. There may be other useful information in the terminal. But first, let's put that code to use. It could help us narrow down the range and provide better clues. Follow me. This is why I suggested we return here. Our vault holds everything. Family property, valuable items for trade, and prized possessions entrusted to us by clients. The complete inventory and access records can only be found here, accessible to those with the proper clearance. Please, follow me.
What seems to be an unremarkable ornament blending into the quarter turns out to play a crucial role after navigating and gone. Core module is detached and missing.
Someone extracted the core data module. It's empty now. This must be what Bennett was trying to tell us before he died. Someone with access to the vault has broken their oath and leaked the data module. Now only Uncle, Grandfather, and I have the clearance to retrieve it.
What does he gain from it?
In Renisita, the Order maintains control over terminals, unlike other countries where they're freely traded. My grandfather learned to modify them during his early ventures in the new Federation. Our lantern-type terminal is a modified model. It may look purely ornamental, but it houses the tech modules we've developed. As Scarlet Velvet said, aside from our art dealings, we've been supplying these terminals to resonators at fair prices as part of our discreet business. By doing so, we've broken the Order's monopoly. We've given more people the means to protect themselves in their ventures, giving them choices they didn't have before. The Order is aware of our discreet business, but they turn a blind eye as long as we don't openly challenge their authority. The hefty taxes we pay maintain this delicate understanding. As a result, no family member would ever divulge our terminal secrets, much less allow the modules to fall into the wrong hands. What exactly are you planning, Uncle? No. We must find the core module.
Carlotta, where are you?
Uncle, may I ask you something first? Before the carnival, the priest showed me your pendant. How did he come by it? And what led to your capture?
Does it matter? All you need to know is that it's handled, and I'm in the clear now.
Were you mistreated? Did they coerce you into doing something against your will?
Heed my words. Whatever you've uncovered, put it behind you and all will be as it was. No grudges, no consequences, only family. Now, we've had some trouble with a shipment over at Septimont. As the rightful heir, I'm giving you a new order. Take care of it. And I'll pretend none of this ever happened.
I refuse.
Excuse me?
I said I refuse. I can't act as if nothing happened. I won't let a family member die unjustly, or see our modules fall into the wrong hands.
Don't trouble yourself with the modules. Yes, our family's ambition has led us far, but it's exacted a price paid in blood and tears. What harm is there in choosing the safer, easier path?
It's the first rule of opposing authoritarians. You don't acquiesce before the fact.
I can't believe you just said that. So, you're refusing to tell the truth and reveal the module's location, is that it?
Why do you insist on tearing everything apart? Have you ever thought about what Padrino would say? What others would think of us? I've given you an out. All you need to do is accept it.
And out of what? Brother, you're the one who's a chick crick here.
Then so be it. Your course is set, as is mine. But mark my words, I I will stop you, Mr. Capello. I'm sorry you have to see this side of our family.
It's okay to be a little less than perfect with friends.
Really? I just wish... No. I did promise I'd try to drop the pretense with you. I may need more time to come to terms with all of this. I don't regret uncovering the truth and exposing the traitor. I'm just saddened that my uncle is the one behind it all. We were meant to be the guardians of our family's ideals, to carry the torch forward. And yet now... Well, wallowing in emotion won't solve anything. Our priority now is to recover the data module. Every moment it's missing puts our family at greater risk.
No doubt.
The core module is difficult to carry around. They must have hidden it. The dock Bennett visited used for storage. Could it be there? We need to adjust our strategy. My conversation with Capello will have alerted him. He's likely to move the module sooner than expected. I need to inspect the dock for any clues. Indeed, but time is not on our side. If Capello acts on this, I might lose my window to secure the module. Our sole advantage now is that we're operating as a pair. I need you to take this terminal to Pierre at the bank. If the dock turns out to be a dead end, we will need other leads.
And what's your next move if we find the module?
I know that securing the module alone won't suffice. I must uncover Capello's true motives. How it will affect our family. I'll figure it out. I promise.
Well, you're more clear on what will and won't protect your family on that side of it. I'm a new addition. According to the plan, you and Carlotta... Wow. Absolutely zero time to read that. That's one thing I wish games like this would work on. Allow the timing of those little vignettes where they have no spoken dialogue, and instead of supplemented written dialogue instead, let the player control the speed at which they play back.
Can you keep up? They call it a dock, but no ships ever come. Uncle has concealed what he took from the vault here. A secluded place entirely under his control. For a secret trove of such value, the lack of security is strange. There was little resistance on my way here. This can't be right.
Yeah, it's probably a trap.
I sense an energy fluctuation nearby. Time to investigate. The size of this place is manageable. I should be able to trace the source quickly.
You track the energy fluctuation, sifting through the gaps between the stolen stashed goods and looking for its source. A storage box catches your eye. Inside, a stunning handcraft adorned with jewels sits in stillness. It's exquisite, but not what you seek. All right. Yeah, just in case. You traced the energy fluctuation to piled goods and started looking for its source. On the left, a delicate aroma of wine fills the air as you spot bottles of golden osmanthus wine. But who are left to recall? To the right, carefully folded custom-made clothes catch your eye with their luxurious fabrics. But none of them are the data module you seek, nor do they seem connected to the mysterious energy fluctuation.
Nothing so far. Was I wrong? Maybe this place doesn't hold what we're looking for. Why did Bennett come here then?
What if it's not on the dock? What if it's under it?
Or am I too late? Did Capello get here first? And the energy fluctuation. It was going off and on. No, I couldn't have been imagining it.
Oh.
Such a big mirror. Why is it here?
Doesn't seem to be reflecting very much.
Doesn't seem to be made of common glass, but some kind of crystallized energy. Oh. Will I find the data module on the other side?
Uh-oh.
Or was all this just a trap?
I don't recognize whose gloved hand that was. Alright. We arrived at the bank and we're looking for Pierre. Alright. Ah, the older gentleman, the one with the coat. He's the one that was the art critic.
Hello again.
Hello.
It would be my honor if you do. You don't seem very surprised to learn who I am.
Carlotta told me Mr. Pierre always follows her grandfather around. My instincts weren't wrong when I saw you together. It also explains why you seemed familiar when we first met.
Was our previous meeting really coincidence?
What's the term for it? A destined encounter? The universe brought us together, and I happened to take the initiative. It's almost poetic. Wouldn't you agree? That's it. I doubt you want more chit-chat. I know you're here for that terminal. Let Pierre inspect it for you, and we can resume our conversation.
You knew I was coming. And you know why I'm here.
Remember that painting we discussed earlier?
I do.
In a fragile equilibrium, the smaller piece is forced to repress its true nature. It's confined to a seemingly flawless structure, stripped of its autonomy. I don't want the same fate for her. But I can't simply impose my path upon her, expecting blind obedience. She must find her own path, with a partner she can fully trust. As for those who betray their own blood, there will be no leniency. Even my own son is not exempt from this. However, before I intervene, I want to see her plan take shape. My hand should only be played as a final measure. The old give way to the new. It's the way of the world. But for us Montellis, the courage to break from the past matters far more than clinging to it. So I ask you this favor. When the time is right, give this to her. She'll need it.
Oh, serious look.
It's a little tricky, but you're lucky to have my expertise. This terminal is defunct, but I've retrieved all its data, even the overwritten and isolated bits.
Very good. Well done, Pierre.
The terminal has been tampered with, but nothing was intentionally erased. It seems they wanted to overwrite the data to avoid detection. I can show you. Do you have a terminal? I'll send over the data so you can see for yourself.
Thank you. These records.
I assume you've taken care of Bennett's body.
We dumped him in the tacit Discord zone overnight. We'll claim he was killed by those monsters tomorrow morning. Sir, are you sure? Are we really going to work with the Order? Have they made you kill one of our own?
We're in too deep now. Handing over the data module to the Order will cement our position as an ally of the authorities. We'll replace the Phassalias. The other resonators in the city are irrelevant. And Bennett, I would have taken care of him regardless. He knew too much. He deserved it for pursuing the Scarlet Velvet matter. Anyone who gets in my way shall meet the same fate.
Yes, sir.
We all stood together on that stormy night. Each one of us losing someone dear. And we all share the desire for our family to find an easier path forward. The best way to avoid sacrifice isn't fighting, but aligning ourselves with superior powers and knowing when to yield. You may have left the family, and I should expect no more favors from you. But I ask this of you one last time. Please, put this terminal in Carlotta's hands.
What's in it? Carlotta? What will happen to her?
Nothing, save for the standard location tracking data every terminal holds. In 3 days, I'll be negotiating on behalf of the family with the Order. I just want to make sure Carlotta doesn't interfere in the meantime. She'll be given a chance to join our side. I promise. Think about Bennett. If you take care of this, I will overlook what he stole and let it be a thing of the past. I know you care more about your late friend than you're willing to admit.
Unbelievable. What is Capello even thinking? Killing one of our own? It's a complete betrayal of our family. I must record all this madness with something. My terminal? No, it's too risky. Wait, I have Bennett's body. Nobody's going to pay attention to a dead man's terminal. I'll record it, then overwrite with new data. I have to keep this record well, in case I also...
Oh, brother.
A trap? Wait, sir. Wouldn't Lady Carlotta be in danger? I don't think that's part of your plan. Are you really letting her face this by herself?
She's already there, so why bother? I trust Carlotta and our esteemed guest. It is a trap, but also an opportunity for her to mature.
In the meantime, Carlotta is seeing fragments of her past in real time.
What is that?
The family will shield you.
Realm of Ego, mirrors in the mirror.
Flashbacks. Could it be from touching that mirror? Energy crystals made into a mirror with pre-made Sonoro inside. A sly trap. This Sonoro, the docks, Bennett's terminal, Duncan. When did it all begin? The hand that pulled me in. These masterless echoes have turned hostile. The frequency fluctuations in this Sonoro seem unstable. I'll have to handle them before I can search the area. Is mine. In the name of the Montellis, now there's nothing else in my way. All these obstacles suggest the answer is likely there. I must investigate that mansion. The way out and clues I need may lie within its walls.
Just curious. Have all these balloons hanging around. Alright, I know I saw one over here. And another one over here. And more balloons. I know, it's ridiculous, but I just wanted to make sure that the ones that are just appearing in out of nowhere, those are just... wow, there's just so much to explore here. Oh, there's one. Oh. Looks like we have optional shit to do. I don't mind if I do. It's locked, and there's nothing here to do. Oh, I see that my hand is being forced. Unless...
Quickly and swiftly. Not even close. Can we keep it? You will yield. Still recognize me?
There's a secret. All right.
Start small to build big.
All right. Starting from the inside to the outside. So, out. All right. In, out, in. In, out, in. Okay, so... okay, so it's just mirror inverted. Gotcha. All right. So left side, 2. So on the left, it's the third one in, and on the right, it's the second one in. So second and third and second. Gotcha. Third and second. Ah, got it.
This craftsmanship. A wise investment.
Ah, these puzzles are really delightful. Oh, I got 2 more balloons here that I didn't see before. Oh. And a prize.
Anything catch your eye?
Oh, please tell me that I did something that they were not expecting me to do. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it when I find hiding shit in plain sight. Ah, I love it. Okay.
This layout and decor seems strikingly similar to our mansion, just with slight differences. This area, these decorations, the chandeliers specifically, were destroyed during the invasion 5 years ago. Am I truly in the past, or trapped in some kind of simulation?
Well then. Let's just start popping shit, shall we?
Start small to build big.
Okay, I don't want to go that way just yet.
Can you keep up?
Rather lovely appointments. One side mirrors the other. Mirrors within mirrors. There was no terminal on the other side.
If you're telling me he's adopting that orphan girl from the other side of the family, spare me. Already heard. Actually, I imagine the whole family's caught wind of it by now. Isn't that why we're throwing this rally for her today?
Tell me, how on earth do you stay in the loop, tinkering away at home like that? You must be shocked. Capello's already the heir. So, why on earth did he adopt her?
Kindness. In the corner of the mansion, Carlotta's gaze is drawn to the 2 members engaged in conversation.
Orphan girl from the other side of the family, adopted by Padrino. This rally, held for me. A mere touch of the mirror was enough to instantly draw out my memories, experiences, and even passing thoughts, creating this scenario.
Oh dear. Carlotta pauses, trying to make sense of the situation, but one of the members suddenly notices her and begins asking questions, much to her surprise.
Huh. You look a little familiar. Oh, it's you again. What brings you back here?
You shouldn't know me yet. Not at this time.
I don't understand. What time? What are you talking about?
Sorry. Please don't mind what I just said. I'm not really sure where I am, why I'm here, or what I need to do.
Actually, I think he meant to say, we just saw you. Just now, about a minute ago. You walked right past us and headed that way.
Yeah, I'm just surprised you're back so soon. By the way, you do look a bit different, don't you? Your outfit. No, it's more the accessories, really. Yours are red, but the person I saw had blue ones on her wrists. Oh, perhaps I'm imagining things.
Blue accessories. I saw blue accessories on that hand that pulled me inside. I suppose she's the friend who invited me here. Could you tell me where she's gone? I've been left alone since arriving, and I believe I really should meet her.
Perhaps she's just out for a stroll. The preparations are behind schedule due to a mishap. Everyone's waiting for the rally to begin.
Yes, now I remember. The rally didn't start on time because of a lighting malfunction. On the other hand, once the lights are turned on, something may change and it could reveal new clues. Thank you. I think I know where I'm going now.
You're welcome, I suppose. Not that we've done much for you.
I doubt it means much to say this to you, since you only exist in this place, and unlike me, you probably don't need to hear this. But I believe Padrino took her in because he saw the makings of a true Montelli.
Fancy a wager? I bet 2 dinners you can't guess what the Padrino's got in store for us at the rally.
Turn on the
You're telling
lights.
me.
Oh, there's a code. Alright, let's see if we can't suss this out. Tonight's banquet is a big deal. It's my first time handling something this important. The higher-ups even had me and Barlow set the password for the lighting controls. But how do I make sure everything goes according to plan? I've got it. Keep the enemies close, just like with these secrets. The first 2 digits, I'll go with the number of trees and chandeliers in the hall. As for the last 2 digits, that's on Barlow. He took forever setting up the balloons in the hall yesterday. Maybe he was hiding the password in the balloons? Still feels a bit off. Better go check everything again. Okay. Number of trees and chandeliers in the hall. Alright. 2 chandeliers. Plus 6 trees. Those are not trees over there, correct? Oh, there's 2 more in the flanks on each side. So 2, 6, which makes 8. 2 more over there, that makes 10. And those 2 make 12. So 12. And I already shot up all the balloons.
Lighter than a dove.
And where I shot this one down. As you know, the older you get, the memory starts to slip. But here's the good news. I'm only in charge of the last 2 digits for the light control password. Well, I'll just go with August 9th. It's an important day for me. It's my wedding anniversary to dear Matilda. And also the day Patrina baptized our Charlotte. August 9th it is. And perfect for the last digits of the password. So, 89. So, 1289.
Gently does it?
Alright. Twelve, 8, 9. 2 is correct. But it's not 1. Alright, let's count these trees again. Are these trees? I suppose technically they are. Alright. So we started with 12, and then add 4 for the doors. So that leaves us to 16. But why is 2 correct? Oh, maybe there's more trees. Oh no. Do these count? These are bushes for sure. I don't think they qualify as trees.
Can you keep up?
Alright. Looks like I have to explore further. Oh! 2 more trees up here. Okay. So, 22 perhaps? We were up to 16. 17, 18, 19, 20. The mirror.
Can you keep up?
Alright. That means there's got to be at least 2 more trees where I can't see them. Alright. Up the stairs. Bend to the right.
It's been 3 days.
Unless I'm not counting the chandeliers properly. There are 2 chandeliers. Alright. 2 chandeliers. Right. Nope, nothing hiding up there. Alright. 2 chandeliers plus 4 trees is 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So let's try 20. Try 2, 0, 8, 9. Okay, so the 2 definitely belongs here. Alright, let's guess the first digit. Not 22. Not 3. Oh dear God. There can't be that many. 62 trees and chandeliers. Unless,
All right.
oh, each
Time to
individual
check the lobby.
leaf? Oh, man. Okay, well.
A smooth journey.
Come over, my child.
Sir, are you talking to me?
Yes. Fret not, Carlotta. Come up to the front, so everyone can see you. Today is a special day. The beginning of your journey is one of us. As my granddaughter, you will now carry the Montelli name. My name. The family's name. And with it, its privileges and responsibilities.
I knew it. She shares our bloodline.
She is a true Montelli, just like the Padrino.
Like I'm looking past, but this is not exactly how it happened.
Puny little thing. Such a nervous look to her.
Isn't she from the lesser side of the family? And a girl at that. Why her? What makes her worthy of the Montelli name?
My thoughts exactly. I failed to see how she could possibly belong to our ranks, let alone carry the family name.
It was you. Recognition. Praise. Glory. Isn't that what you want? Stay here, and you'll have all of that. The exit.
Yes. Go for it. Don't hesitate. Run. Smart girl. Oh no.
Dazzling sunlight. Am I in the court? Have I left that scenario already? Now the question is, what moment from my past does this represent? No, these decorations, they aren't real, even if they appear to be. This is just another simulation from my memories. How do I leave this place? Leave? But didn't you just follow me here? Cut the nonsense. You were the one who brought me into this scenario. Ugh, fine. But why should I tell you? True, I brought you here. But remember, I am a product of your own making. Your memories, your desires, your fantasies. From this moment on, I am also Carlotta Montelli. We will share the same past, present, and perhaps even future. Don't pretend we're alike in any way, and keep the Montelli name out of your filthy mouth. Oh, right. How could I forget? You worked so hard to earn the illustrious Montelli name back then. And this was your humble abode, correct? A poor little girl from the forgotten side of the family, trying desperately to fit in with the grandeur of her new home, fearing abandonment, and playing the part of a proper lady. You're a star in the ballroom, a top investor at the auction house, but your true talent, being the family's favorite weapon, carrying out orders without question. Is that all you live for?
Oh, my dear.
I thought you'd be thrilled with what I'm offering you. Acceptance, validation, indispensability. Did you see how everyone adored you? Isn't this a dream come true?
But it's not real. None of it is. It's a figment.
Planning to shoot me again? Don't bother. This scenario is born from your consciousness, and it's also my domain. Since the frequencies here can be shattered, they can also be brought together again. Why not try shooting yourself? Perhaps that will work.
My gun and I are the two only
Don't
real
be so
things
quick
here.
to deny it. If you truly never craved acceptance and recognition, would I even exist?
People can want things that are not good for them.
praise and affirmation aren't enough for you, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself. Show me how much your sweat and tears are worth.
All right, here we go.
Brilliance lights the way. Glory demands more. A new era awaits. Nice work, but this is only the beginning. You must be dying to know which part of the past this is. Would you like a little hint?
The wind abruptly ceases, leaving Carlotta pressed. Okay. Gaze up the overscanned sky, a haunting memory of that fateful rain-soaked evening resurfaces.
Blood debts will catch up with those who have to pay. The storm is coming. Ah, now you remember. I knew you'd never forget. The rain that night never ceased in your heart.
Help! Help!
Damn it! This is a trap! They've taken what's ours! In the name of the Montellis, this won't go unpunished.
Did you hear that? Oh, the panic in their voice. How they must be begging for a capable leader to come and save the day. Quickly and swiftly. Time to part ways. Can you keep up? Still recognize me? Can you keep up? Stand down. You will yield.
Next. You two again.
3 key areas have been hit one after another. South 2nd Block, West End Dock, and our headquarters. Intel says the Physaelias are gearing up for another hit on our headquarters. As usual, we can expect the Order to turn a blind eye. They ambushed Father first before we did anything to them. It is beyond unforgivable.
We're running out of time. Capolo, we need a plan before Padrino wakes up. Call for reinforcements from the East End. It's risky, but if they don't smell our manpower shortage, we might just make it through.
No, we shouldn't do that. The Physaelias were keeping an eye on our other territories.
No, we're not doing that. They can take the West End. Our men will retreat to headquarters.
Why? They're tough, but we're no pushovers either. We earned our turf fair and square. Why should we back down now?
Looks like
When Padrino eventually wakes, how do you plan to explain that we have let his and the entire family's efforts go to waste?
But we still risk exposing the location of our headquarters. It's all about predicting their moves and keeping ours hidden.
What about you, Carlotta? What do you think?
Once again, this deviates from my past experience. Well, I'll point them down the right path this time. We'll hit their base. Our people on the East End, the South 2nd Block and the dock will stay put to give the impression we know nothing. Then we'll send our main forces to where the Physaelias keep their echoes. The trade routes mean nothing compared to that. As they know what we value most, we need to demand something of equal worth from them as our bargaining chip.
Is this really going to work?
We can't afford to lose our people. Everything else, even the mansion, are simply assets. I'll cover the rear.
All right.
Quickly and swiftly. The world is mine. Can you keep up? Masterpiece complete. Is that it? Can you keep up? Still recognize me?
You got a monster closet over here?
Brilliance lights the way. Victory favors me. Quickly and swiftly, a new era awaits. Still recognize me? Stand down. Glory demands more. In the name of the Montellis. Wow. Look at you with your brilliant plan. So clever. It could have saved us from our humiliating defeat. And of course, you didn't just come up with it because you knew what happened. No. That idea has been brewing in your mind since that very day. How does it feel to finally have your dismissed plan validated? Back then, no one bothered to ask for your input, did they? The big shots like Capello and those old-timers couldn't care less. The family ended up making the worst possible choice. They called for reinforcements, depleting resources in both headquarters and the East End.
No. Cynthia. Look at me. Please. Why is this happening? The West End. It's all my fault. I should have been more careful. Oh, you're the only family I have left. The Montelli's motto is enterprise. But there's no end to this enterprise. No end to the ambition. No end to chasing wealth. How much more do we have to lose?
In the end, your dear grandfather had to step in and fix the mess you all made. The plan advanced, but the dead were forever gone. It stands as the greatest tragedy in our family's history. With that blood debt haunting you, you became the sharpest blade, working harder than ever to protect the family's interests. And Capello? Did he think of seeking the Order's protection after that? When it became painfully clear that his power alone couldn't secure his ambitions? Come to think of it, what's so wrong with that? Sacrifices are inevitable, and someone must bear the burden. By doing so, the family's interests can be preserved. Is this not the balance you wish to maintain?
Hell no.
You were never meant to make decisions for the family. Do you really have what it takes to reshape the order of things? No matter what you say, I must stop him. Why? Didn't I just show you a better future than what you face now?
It's real. This is
Merely an illusion of your making. My choices may have altered the outcome, but it's impossible to prove now. The past is set in stone. We only have one path before us. Yes, the cold rain from that night still haunts us. But we cannot be shackled by the past. I might not be in charge, but my principles are clear. Every action I take is for the benefit of the family. I must leave here and stop Capello. Whatever the consequence.
because how can there be consequence if there's no truth?
You're unshakable, aren't you? So you've made up your mind already. Our negotiations have reached a dead end. Then I'll need to try something else to make you stay.
Goodness. The more twisted this tale becomes.
Can you keep up?
Alright, two paths, left or right. And as Abby would always say, take the left. And by Abby, I'm referring to my wife, not the companion creature in this game.
Left! You should have gone left! Wait. Or maybe not. Think it over. I told you before. You should take the easier way out.
Can you keep up? Wrong again. Do you really think you can choose the right path? Stay. Let's get lost in this maze together, from one window to another. I'll keep you company.
No thanks. Honestly, I don't think the choice matters.
Do you truly think you are worthy of the Montelli name?
Now I'm just hearing voices.
Just give up. What an embarrassing sight. What is so painful to watch? You might have another chance up ahead.
Yes, that's right. Keep moving forward. You're getting close. You have to press ahead. Don't doubt yourself.
Don't you see? This is what happens when you choose the wrong path and back the wrong horse. The cost will be far greater than you thought.
No, not this way, Piccolino. You should try another way. Choose wisely. You still have a chance to make...
Ah. Looks like we found our way into the trap too.
Why are you?
I was worried you might be in danger. Also, I'm here to deliver this. The gun was always there. You earned the right to use it the moment you chose to act on your own accord. Looks like you've made up your mind.
The Padrino's gun never leaves his side. If he places it within your reach, it can only mean one thing. You've been entrusted with the authority to act in the name of Montelli. Now, whether it fires and where it aims, the choice is mine alone.
All right, Ellis, take us out of Wonderland.
I am merely a blade made for killing. Am I really qualified to change the status quo?
Why won't you obey my orders?
I'm getting old. We should take the easier approach.
If we can make other people pay the price.
So, why can't you just give in to me and stay here? Running won't save me. The world is mine. In the name of the Montellis. Still recognize me? Found your weak spot.
Swift and resolute. The end has come. I sense your weakness. One with the sounds.
How did you let go of confusion and doubt so easily? Those were your true feelings.
They're guideposts, not anchors.
You and I. What makes us so different? Brother, care for a story? A story about why a certain girl was adopted.
I'd love to tell a tale.
Prayer alone offers no salvation. In the face of survival, creed becomes meaningless.
How dare she eat the tribute? Nanny always said that food is for tribute. It's not for eating.
You're a bad girl. I'm telling Nanny.
Who would have thought? She's a Montelli after all. The hall is in chaos. Yet she clings to her weapon. What a monster!
This suits a Montelli well. Repurposing decoration into a weapon, defying indoctrination
to chart the course forward. Her blood runs with the same fierce will as ours. Come with me. The family will shield you and open your eyes to a new world. You will rise to become a true Montelli.
So this is her forte. Okay, now I understand. You tell Carlotta what you learned after from the recovered terminal data.
I see. So Duncan was in the dark about the real cause of Bennett's death. He simply wanted to protect his friend's reputation, and Capello used that. Duncan gave us a rigged terminal to cover Bennett's debt, clearing his name. Capello couldn't have tampered with the terminal data himself, or he would have found the information hidden beneath the overwrites. He simply laid a trap at the dock that Bennett visited. I can empathize with Duncan, even to some extent Capello. They're driven by a desire for safety and stability. Tempting future, even for me.
The safest path
We
is
will
not always the
never
best one.
achieve that by surrendering ourselves to the Order. From the very beginning, our paths diverged. To yield to them now means giving up even more. And once we lose our grip, we'll no longer have the luxury of refusal. Grandfather and the others have already paved the way. I will follow their lead and chart a course towards a brighter tomorrow. For our family and all of Raguna. Wealth and power will safeguard our freedom, while freedom in turn will nurture wealth and power. The Montelli family is set to break the Order's suffocating hold and lead Raguna towards a wider horizon, embracing Septimont, Huanglong, and other countries. And through it all, we will never forget who we are. The family exists to accomplish what one cannot, and withstand the winds of fate. This is the future I envision for the Montellis.
So, what's next?
Like I said, we seize control. An all-out war with the Order isn't a wise move. Rather than blindly tailing Capello in search of a hidden data module, let's take control and have him come to us.
Take something that
Scarlet
matters to him.
Velvet mentioned they need a formal reply, and we can deliver that. Care to help me give them an unforgettable response in 2 days?
Let's take the initiative then. Alright. So, if you'll give me about a moment, I once again need to use the restroom. Forgive me, I have an old man's bladder. Alright, I'm back. Alright. So, it's about an hour before the reset. I haven't done any of my dailies yet. Let me just double check. See what I can claim. Alright. We'll complete this in a minute. I just need to figure out what I need to do within the next 40 minutes to get all my daily activities and my other stuff done. So let's see now. Absorb 3 echoes, 180 weight plates, and guidebook activities to reach 100. Okay, I'm well on the way there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. And I got plenty of cash. I'm pretty sure I'm somewhere in the 3 millions. Yes, 3.5 million. That's plenty. Let's go ahead and get some experience materials. And then I can figure out what I want to do when the next day rolls around. All right. Okay, so this stuff. Oh, that's a lot. How about this? I always need more of these. Oh, but I got 142 of those. Well. Just a second. Let's see now. What have I accomplished this week? Tacit fields left, forgery challenges, overlord class enemies, 3 daily quests, 30 collectibles, 10 consumables, and show credits. I've already done the weekly challenge, so forgery challenges, overlords, or tacit discord fields. Overlords. Okay. Now let's see who we need currently.
Would you like a fun game between the 2 of us?
Let's see now. He's
I see
at
my
90.
way clear.
I'll do my
She's
best.
at 90. He's at 90.
I will be there for every.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
Okay, so she needs Whining Ikes. Who else?
No rush. The impatient ones will fall right into our lap.
She requires Abomination Tacits. That's right. I was working on her, getting her up to 90 as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's see now. Let's go ahead and switch from Renacita to Hualong again. Somewhere around here. There it is. Yes. Mech Abomination. This is the one I wanted. All right. All right. Here we go.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
Yes, I realize I'm not actually doing any damage to him. But I am building my 4K here. Alright.
Astral modulation. Sprout of budding seeds! Grafting sever!
Alright, simple enough. And we got one echo. Healing bonus. Not what I would have expected out of him. Let's go ahead and claim that. We'll wait a minute for him to regen. And then we'll come at him again. Now we just gotta wait. He'll appear right over there in about a minute. So, what to talk about in the meantime? I don't know. What's been going on with you folks? Not a whole lot. Yeah. Not really all that surprising. Alright. Sometimes it feels like we're just marking time, doesn't it? Just killing time, waiting for the events to come to pass that we know are going to happen. But I wonder if they would seem so certain, the implications so dire, and nothing can be done to stop it or modify any of it. Honestly, I don't feel that that is the case. I feel like there's always a chance to make something better. To do the right thing for the right reason. I may be alone in feeling that way. And while villains are certainly the more interesting, very interesting part of a tale. Oh wow, that was neat. I was not expecting to go into that kind of detail there.
The stars rest in silence,
But like I said,
awaiting their fated journey.
while villains can be interesting, I still like heroes. Regardless of how vacuous they may seem to other people. The determination to actually do the right thing for the right reason. That's what makes people into heroes.
At your disposal.
Come on down, big guy. You know you want to. Alright. Bring your big ugly gob over here.
Astral modulation. Art unveiled. Reborn from ancient. Don't run. Keep the dance going. Vow from the soul.
Alright, second echo. Still with a healing bonus. Not what I was looking for. But let's go ahead and do this whole dance all over again. Alright. And now we wait. Right about here should do. But yeah. Heroes. It's in everybody to do what's needed to survive. The part that we have the problem with is whether that survival is dictated on whether or not we are doing something that actually improves things for everyone, or if we are just doing it for ourselves and selfish motivations.
The stars rest in silence, awaiting their fated journey.
And there are times when that selfish thing can seem like the best thing. Because it's easier. It's simpler. people can get by without, you know, too much travail, why shouldn't they take the easy path? Problem comes when that easy path has a hidden cost. A cost that no one ever really understands until they're faced with it themselves.
The stars rest in silence, awaiting their fated journey.
The cost can be to other people. It can even be to the person who made the choice. Can it really be said that they made the right choice? Honestly, I don't know if there is a right or wrong. Just different points of view. Thanks, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
At your disposal. Iron graft you knew. Art unveiled. Bloom from ashes. Struggle harder. Entertain me. Oath from the heart.
For whatever reason, I couldn't get that to work properly. Alright. That's enough wave plates for now. Let's go ahead and find the daily quest. Proceed. And then we can go back to the story. Okay, these clowns. Let's do it.
At your disposal. In war with time.
All right. One left. All right, nice. All right, so let's go ahead and get it. Havoc bonus damage. Lock that in. All right. And as you can see, we claimed all these here and made our way towards one of the highlights. When 4 o'clock rolls around, I'll probably defeat a few more overclass enemies. Probably more of that particular one that we ran into. And then we'll get the bonus amounts for that. Alright. I'll grab these and this. This is such a lovely area. How much of this map have I uncovered? 96% with 100% supply chest? Not bad. Okay. I just need to do the area quests and find the last few frost bugs. Oh, these guys. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Alright. Well, let's get back to what we were doing. Journal on a rainy night. Track. Proceed with the following objective. Okay. Wait until the scheduled action time 2 days later at 1900. Okay. So, let's go to Renacita. Go to Raguna City in the Montelli Quarter. And then we'll set the clock to 1900 and then move forward 2 days. All right. All right, 1900 today. And then we do the exact same thing for tomorrow at 1900. All right. Head to the hall as planned. There's so many balloons everywhere.
Can you hear me?
Indeed I can.
Just checking your location. Have you reached the spot, my clever accomplice?
Everything's going according to plan.
Perfect. Remember to be stealthy. Scarlet Velvet and my operatives are positioned in all the streets around the venue. Should anything go awry, I'll set Plan B in motion.
Copy that.
The venue only has one entrance. I've arranged for a handler to get you in. You'll go in first and then help me slip in without drawing attention.
Noted. Hello, Bourbon.
Oh, the upstairs parlor is off limits, reserved for a private event.
Boss wanted a batch of gifts for our business partner.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, yes, they did tell me about that. But weren't you supposed to arrive half an hour later?
Half an hour is enough for me.
What was that?
Oh, I meant it was thought to come here a half an hour early.
You do have a point, but it's a special day. I need to confirm everyone's identity. What's your code name? Show me your token.
Where's the promised handler? He should be here by now. Oh.
Hey, Tulip! Why are you still standing there? Come here. Boss just asked for you.
It took you long enough to show up. The visitor slyly palms Tulip a coin, holding the gesture in his shadow. He discreetly accepts it and presses it as proof in your hand.
Tulip coin. I remember you. You work at the vault, don't you? We had a drink at Margarita's.
Don't tell me you've already forgotten me.
No wonder you arrived early. You people at the vault are always one step ahead.
Act like you belong and you'll fit right in.
Yeah. We can talk after getting the job done. Now hurry up. We'll deliver the gifts together.
Right. Now let's head inside.
Have you made it inside?
The inside is much bigger than the
area is
outside.
under surveillance. On either side of the main stage, you should see something that looks like a control panel. Operate it to disable the cameras, then place the gems I made with my forte into position.
Thank you for that. All right. I love these puzzles. All right. Fairly simple. All right, let's see. Something like, and then there we go.
How did it go? Any issues?
No, ma'am.
Everything's fine. Just got to the place we agreed on. The front of the hall. Done. Main hall, 5 o'clock. Done. Blind spot. Done. Back window. Done. The setup's complete, and the time we plan's drawing near. How's it going on your end?
I'm out of the mirror and the jam is set up. Capello actually inspired this plan. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to infiltrate.
Interesting.
The Order's agents have taken the bait and are at the location. Blue Rain and Retriever are primed for action. We'll head out at the chime of the hour.
Alright. Let's go. I love it when a plan comes together. And now we wait.
Nearly go time. The Order's men should be here. Double check everything.
I'll take that.
We should talk, Capello.
You? Why are you here?
Why else?
Your guests won't be showing up today.
Carlotta. Looks like you've pieced together the whole story. So it was your crew who tipped us off about changing the time and place for the deal yesterday. Let me guess. You fed the same line to the Order, didn't you? Playing both sides, setting yourself up nicely. But something doesn't add up. You couldn't have pulled this off alone.
Yeah.
Capello's promise of safety and comfort are nothing but a sham. He's been using our family as pawns, making them pay the ultimate price. Bennett was just one of his victims. He didn't fall at the hands of tacit discords, but to Capello himself. His body was disposed of outside the city's limits. The truth is, Bennett never betrayed us.
He was
The path of the Montelli family is one of unity. We stand together, leaving no one behind. I can't promise there won't be more losses, but I will prioritize the welfare of every member. I do not take sacrifice lightly. Now, will you continue down this path? Or will you align with our cause for Bennett's sake and your own?
Trust built on deception always comes back to haunt you. You're getting what you deserve.
Now that you've lost both the goods and your trading partners, this is your last chance to bow out gracefully.
Consider this a hostile takeover, son.
bow out gracefully. Do you think I still care about saving face at this point? My only regret is not being ruthless enough. I should have cut you loose earlier, making you pay the price like the others who crossed me.
You learned nothing from your from your dad.
And what of it? You'll never understand. We lack the power to protect everyone, so what's wrong with seeking a powerful ally? Why not align ourselves with those who share my true goal? You're right. I've crossed the line. But I can still salvage this if I take you out and reclaim that data module.
Capello, honestly.
Everyone, capture them!
Ooh. All right, FMV time. Let's go.
Time to leave.
Making this look good.
Fall for me, will you? Then, let's fall together.
I think we could have taken him, but you know, this was a nice little treat too. Yeah, I didn't see anything in there that I could not defeat. But this was fun. Sometimes it's about the statement.
Scarlet Velvet's people have secured Duncan and will bring him to a safe house. He'll return after everything's settled. Regarding the Order, I tasked Blue Rain and Retriever to pose as Capello's agents and declare the cooperation null and void. No data module, no explanation or any follow-up. Capello is already a lost cause. The Order will realize this soon enough.
Okay, he's just doing his thing. Ah, margaritas.
The rain's back. I remember telling Grandfather how I hated the rainy season. I once saw rain as a bad omen in Raguna.
Given the circumstances, I guess
When
it's
it
fine.
rains, it's easier to wash away bloodstains. That's why acts of revenge usually happen on such days. But today's rain feels different. As it falls, the troubles of yesterday are washed away. I feel calm. Like I've found my true self again. My present and my future are now in my own hands.
Well done, Carlotta. Thank you, Rover. My My girl could not have accomplished this without your assistance.
No problem, Padrino. Yeah, she had personally invited and vouched for me after all. And she's capable enough in her own right.
I had faith in you too, but you surpassed my expectations. It appears I underestimated the potential that you possess when working together.
It's
What
all
he just said.
thumbs up, old man.
Looks like someone's been keeping secrets from me, huh?
I was just a backup plan.
I've been curious. You entered that scenario and delivered his gun to me. How did you earn my grandfather's trust so soon?
That's a story between the two of us. I'll tell you next time.
The nerve. Fine. Since we make such a good team, I'll let it slide for now.
Capello and his lackeys will face the consequences of their actions. Our code is simple. Vengeance for blood. Death for life. No one is exempt. There's a lot at play here. It will require some effort and a true Montelli at my side to handle it.
I see. I'll take care of the rest. But before that...
Man, it's tough being in the mob. Are you leaving?
Yes. What, miss me already?
Yes, I'll miss you. Who knows when I'll see you again? Well, maybe a little.
No need to feel sad about parting, for each goodbye brings us closer to the next hello. That's my favorite way to think of it. A countdown to our next reunion. With Capello ousted, the family needs someone to fill his shoes. I must assist my grandfather through this tumultuous transition. There's no one else to do it.
I'm glad I can help you get your house in order. It's going to be a messy and bloody affair.
Thank you, Rover. As my grandfather said, things couldn't have gone so smoothly without your help and support. Now that the dust has settled, you no longer need to stay with me as cat's eye of the Montelli family. But still, I want you to have this.
Oh.
As I said, every member gets a token that matches their code name. Though you already have a pair of cat's eyes, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. No, this gem wasn't crafted by my forte. I chose it just for you.
Aww.
I know someone like you won't stay just for me. And joining the Montelli family might not be in your plans just yet.
Man. I'm raking in portfolios, baby.
But I'll keep this code name for you, Cat's Eye. The first and only member to receive my personal invitation.
That was beautiful. Wait, what was that achievement? Shine on... Shine on you, crazy opal. Always ones for puns. Alright. Well, we got about 5 minutes until the day rolls over. Until the next game day. I suppose I'll stay on long enough to do some more of tomorrow's dailies. Let's see what we've earned so far from the Averado Bank. About 1,000 of these now. Romance and Farewell. Costs 400. I'll take it. And Legend of the Drunken Hero. Crafting recipe. That's another 400. Okay. That would be 400, but can't give it just yet. Let's go with can only buy 2 of these. That's okay. Just whittling them down a little bit further. That'll do. Alright. In the meantime, let's go over to where was it again? Here. Penitence and in the Fool's Elysium. There is something I need to find over here and photograph. Pardon me. Alright. Ah, yes. Ship. Probably need... Oh. Find something, big guy? Observe Lario. Alright. Let's get our shots in, shall we? What a pretty baby. Alright, 50 stamps for me. Next. Alright. Very good. The only thing left is Lucerna, which is in the square. Let's go ahead and go back there. Lucerna. They are right there, yes? Okay, so this is what it kept doing. I understand now. Alright, let's zoom in. And give you a candid photo right there. Alright. Next. Okay. Need to get a shot of a gondola. Track it. That way. Wonder if I can make it across on this. Look at that, like a champ. All right. Let's observe the gondola. A gentle gondola echo. It seems to be in a good mood. Oh, it's a grocery store. Oops. Guess I don't need to be in the water. Excuse me, little buddy. What do you got on order? I need more cooking oil. Take 50 of those. And flour. Yeah, let's get more flour. Always important to find... Ooh, sea bunnies? Ooh, I see. Yes, this is going to be good. And bell crabs. These guys are going to be necessary as well. I'm going to spend a little bit of money. I don't think I need the olives as much as I need these viscum berries. The sunflares are definitely important. Animal fat, I can gather more on my own, but this is easier too. How many beans I got? More beans. Chilies, more chilies. I'm probably gonna just buy this guy out. Yeah, I realize I'm gonna get a good chunk of my change. I don't care. I'm buying out your entire store. Look at that. Not a thing left on the shelf, except for the olives. I'll take the olives. And there it is. Let's grab today's quest. Proceed hither. All right. Oh. Looks like our fight is just down the way.
The lovely smell of all my prey. Struggle harder. Entertain me. Vitality sour.
Thank you. All right, that was super easy. And I am going to get that. I am going to get that Sun's casket. Just you wait. It's way up there. Up there it is.
Wind against my vines.
I'm gonna take this. Thank you very much. Thanks, game. I appreciate your diligence and letting me know that it's been 3 hours. I'll be setting up shop elsewhere soon. Don't you worry. It's just a lot of content to get through. Honestly, I'm really glad I picked this game. Oh. We got a puzzle for me, Fratello. Not enough fire. If I can't push my flames higher, how can I surpass that person? Oh, I was just wondering when you would show up. I set a new record again. Come, accept my challenge. All right. Oh. Oh. Ah, shit. That was neat. You shattered my record like it was nothing. I see. I still need to burn brighter. Just you wait. World's strongest for now. I'll be back. Burn bright, my youth. All right.
A little treat.
Cute. Shoot. Oh well. 2 for the price of 3. I guess that's fine. He'll be back anyway. Okay. So, back to today's ventures. Alright. Need to obtain an echo. Complete a side quest, maybe. defeat some overclocked class enemies. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Actually, let's go ahead and check and see how...
Would you like a fun game? No rush.
How Yunlin's
The
doing.
impatient ones will fall right into our lap. I have finer control over Zapstring now. It's all credit to you.
Alright, I'll level you up. Oh, we have far more than I thought. Alright, so we need definitely some more of these. Alright, let's go. To the Mech Abomination. Detect. Fast travel. Boom. Now, I will be using some of my own energy to get this all taken care of. Alright, down the hole.
Wind against my vines.
At your disposal. In war with time.
Instant witness, the art's true form. Springs into life. Sprout a budding seed. Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers. Crimson blossom.
Alright, I screwed that one up. I forgot that whenever I hit her E skill, that it drains her forte gauge back down. Yes, I wish to win. Alright, and now we wait.
Would you like a fun game between the two of us?
I should try to... No rush. The impatient ones will fall right into our lap. I will make good use of this power and fight by your side. We'll confront evil wherever it lies.
Alright, secret agent girl. Let's level you up. This is all in the function of trying to improve the depth of my stable. Alright, so I need 16 more of these to finish her off. But, I should push towards getting more things done. I think I need one more abomination drop to get my podcast rewards here. Pretty sure. Okay, 3 daily quests, total shell credits used, and we got a seasonal special too. Oh yeah, an extra 2,000 on top. I can't really complain about that. Log into the game. Haven't spent 180 wave of plates yet, but we'll get to it. Don't worry. Okay, he should be showing up any second now. There he is. Alright. Let's do this again.
At your disposal.
Alright, go ahead and drop your ugly mug down here.
Well, perish in war with time.
Perish.
Born from ancient roots. Crimson blossom.
Alright, it didn't exactly go the way I planned on there either. Once again, I used a reskill and forgot. Alright, let's go ahead and use some of these crystal solvents here. I'm going to need at least 2 more. Oh, wait. Claim reward. Confirm. Getting a little bit ahead of myself. Alright. So that makes 3 things I've done here. Alright. Let's see. Tacit Field or Forgery Challenge. Let's go with Forgery Challenges, Tacit Fields. I think the Forgery Challenges take 6, yes? Or no? 60 or 40, that's the question. Ah, well, we'll figure it out. At this point, I am more likely to do Forgery Challenges. Let's do that instead. So, Forgery Challenge. Take that. He's nothing to write home about. Why is he like that? Nightmare Fallen Baron Guild. Oh, he's a Nightmare version. Gotcha. Well, I've already got the other guy, so he's just an additional one. Let's see. Forgery Challenge. Let's go ahead and get some more level up materials for her. 2 of those, 14 of these, 142 of those, 82 of those. Yeah, screw it. Why not stockpile some more? Then again, I do need materials for other characters too. That is a question. Alright. Let's go with who needs stuff right now. All right.
Would you like a fun game between the 2 of us?
Okay. Let's go ahead and finish getting her grid mapped out. I'm going to need at least 2, 5, 8. We need 8 more of these top tier ones here, and then the rest is down here is all top tier as well. So I'm gonna just convert that as I see it. So let's go ahead and get out of here before we get stomped, get our head stomped in. Let's see now. No, switch map. Let's go to Renacida. Go to City. Gladiator's Portrait. No. No. Let's go. Where was it? Is it up here? Okay, that's for the fisticuffs. Where's the one for... We just unlocked it the other day. Okay, that... Okay, that's the one for broad blades. This is the one for metal. Yeah, I got lost in my own thoughts there. Forgot about the abomination hanging over my head that was due to spawn in any second. Let's go ahead and enter the Snorosphere. Alright. Metal trips. They consume 40. Okay. So, I'll... Oh, yeah. I need to take some out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. And I currently have 68, so I need... For 2 runs, let's make it... 12? 12 makes 80? Confirm. Yes, 12 makes 80. Okay. Now it's no longer capped out, and I can continue to deposit some there if I needed to. Cool. All right. Challenge time. Let's get it started.
Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers! Leave it to me. Perish.
I engraft you new.
Sprout of budding seeds! Insta-beam captured the spark!
Yeah, I'm just doing way too much damage to go through the whole thing. Okay. And to get more points toward doing the challenge, I actually have to take the lesser reward first, rather than just getting all 80 at the same time, saving myself time, but not really gaining myself what I want from the podcast rewards. So I'll just do it again and take the lesser reward. I know I'm putting myself through more work, but it's worth it in the end. All right.
Why not astral modulation?
Bloom from ashen shell! Don't run! Keep the dance going! Insta-beam! Ordained.
All right. And we claimed that one too. Ooh, and we got a top tier one for that one. Very nice, very nice. We're also getting these tidal residuums and polygon cores. Yes, I appreciate those. All right, that's enough of that. All right, loading screen. All right, let's claim everything from 40 to 42. Look at all those rewards we just reaped. Very, very nice. Okay. So, if we're to take a look. Oh, we are getting closer. So much closer. It's so tempting. Let's see, what else can I get? Let's see now, Tale of the Isles. I think there was one thing left on the city map. Dancing Human Echonoid. Lala Echo. Okay, so that's another quest thing that I have to do. We'll save that one for tomorrow. How about that? And we can get that one done, and it'll be all right. Okay, so I guess this is where we're going to be ending it this morning. I hope that all of you have enjoyed, and that you have a pleasant one, no matter what time of day it is. So, until next time, adios.